There is a dual identity to the day of Tisha B'Av. The first half a day we act as mourners. We remove certain prayers as we would in a house of mourners. We do not wear tefillin, which symbolizes the romantic relationship between God and the Jewish people. We do not greet one another with words of greetings of shalom, how are you? And we sit on low stools because we are mourners. The second half of the day of Tisha B'Av has a different identity. We wear tefillin, we reinsert certain passages within our prayer service. We're no longer considered as mourners. We re-engage with our neighbors. This idea that Tisha B'Av has two identities accentuates our responsibilities during the whole 3 weeks. On one level, we have to act as mourners. We have to identify the chasm in our personal relationship with God, in the relationship as a community, and as a society. And to recognize that chasm, and to mourn about the fact that there's a lack of wholeness within our lives and within the lives of society, because we're not focused on the values that represent having a spiritual life, a life in which we're focused on values that celebrate certain norms and mores. At the same time, the idea and the ideal of Tisha B'Av is that Tisha B'Av is also a holiday. We're told that on Tisha B'Av, the Messiah is born. The second half of Tisha B'Av, in which we re-engage in a relationship with God, in which our prayers are filled with renewal and the capacity to re-engage, highlights the idea that it's not enough just to focus on the chasm, but to do something about it, and to recognize that we are the agents of change, that we can make a difference. It's for that reason that the Hebrew word for diaspora is golah, and the Hebrew word for redemption is geula. The only difference between these two words is one Hebrew letter, the letter Aleph, representing Ani, because the difference between the day of diaspora, a day of mourning, and a day of redemption and a time of renewal really depends on each and every one of us. God is looking for us to be partners. It's up to us to make that difference. Let us make sure that our 3 weeks is a meaningful experience, and please God, next year we will not be commemorating the loss of the temple, but celebrating a renewed relationship that God has with us as a people and as a society.